Hello everyone, it is Minute Plus Meditation here, and it is Saturday, August the 31st, last day of August. Bye-bye summer, right? School begins next Tuesday. Probably all over the US too, in Canada. I'm not sure about Europe, but okay. First reading is 1 Corinthians, still in chapter 1. But God chose what is foolish in the world to shame the wise. God chose what is weak in the world to shame the strong. God chose what is low and despised in the world, things that are not, to reduce to nothing things that are, so that no one might boast in the presence of God. Isn't this, so common from Genesis to Revelation? How God, as St. Paul says, this is paradoxical language. He chooses the weak, and actually the physically weak sometimes. Look at the classic example of David and Goliath. There's no way David should have won that. No way at all that he should have won it. But he relied upon God, even slinging that pebble through the air, and he hits Goliath right here, and he's actually got a shield on, he's got a helmet on, but he hits him exactly, on the first sling. He only had one shot really, because Goliath could have easily just raised towards him, and that would have been the end of him. It just goes on and on like this. We took about beyond biblical history into the Battle of Lepanto, where the Christian fleet defeated the Turkish armada. They never should have won the battle, but they relied upon the help of God and our Blessed Mother. When we rely upon God, but we do one of the things we're supposed to do, victory is ours. God shows how he confounds our self-centered reliance and how he brings about victory. It is in a little child. It is in a virgin who defeats a seraphim. And we need to recognize this in our own life as well. When we try to do everything on our own, we're bound for failure. At some point, it's going to crash and burn. But when we truly rely upon God, we do everything we can, but we rely upon God, then God's victory is much more capable of working through us. Okay, over to the Gospel of St. Matthew. The kingdom of heaven will be like this. It is if a man going on a journey summoned his slaves and entrusted his property to them. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away. And we see what happens. All right, the one who has 5 gets 5 more, 2 gets 2 more, 1 goes and buries it, and he's the one who's condemned. The point here, everybody has a talent, has a gift given to them by God. Everyone. There's no one without a talent. There's no talentless person. I don't care if you dig ditches or if you, whatever you do, as long as it's ethical and moral, everyone has a gift. Everyone has a talent. We are called to invest those for God's honor and glory. And when we do that, it's always going to pay a big return. God will ask us not if we were successful, but were we faithful? Were we faithful with what he gave us for the time in which he gave us? And were we faithful in order to move forward his kingdom here in this world, or was it for our own aggrandizement, our own fulfillment, our own self-centered desires, and so on? This is what each one of us needs to reflect on. It's not because, I'll repeat it again, each one of us has a gift. So are we trying to open our heart? Are we trying to cultivate a heart of thanksgiving? A heart that we've been blessed, so we want to bless others. What kind of heart are we trying to cultivate? So God is so generous with us. Are we generous with those around us? Are we holding back? Are we trying to bless others the way we've been blessed? This is questions that we need to reflect on a regular basis. God bless you.